Formula One is back in Montreal. Let's hope it's not going to be Groundhog Day. The local rodents have disrupted more than one race day here in the past. The Canadian Grand Prix is ready to kick off, and the only drama on the tracks we want to see is the best drivers in the world battling it out for a place on that podium. Gilles Villeneuve is a quick, free-flowing circuit in parts, with a stop-start aspect thrown in for good measure around the chicanes and hairpin bends. Medium-speed downforce will play a large part in avoiding the wall of champions and ensuring success at this iconic track. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. The weekend begins here. We return for the next day of our highly anticipated race weekend, which sees the end of practice and the start of qualifying. While many eyes may be drifting ahead to the big race, the teams and their drivers will be fully focused on the task at hand here today. Those who make the most of the free practice sessions will head into qualifying knowing that they've given it their all and done everything in their power to cement themselves a good, strong position on the asphalt tomorrow. What does today have in store? Only time will tell. It's time for the final touches here on the grid ahead of today's race.
Alfa Romeo managed to meet expectations during qualifying, and if they can keep this up, they'll have a good race ahead of them. Seeing how they did in qualifying, Williams are going to be the team to watch here. They'll be starting strong at the top of the grid and will have many opportunities to steer the race in their favor. And the sun is shining bright here today. This is perfect weather for teams and drivers alike to show us what they're capable of.
But don't forget, there's always excitement in Montreal, and the odds are that this will be another Grand Prix to remember. It's bright and sunny as the drivers line up on the grid. And here we have the Alfa Romeo. They've managed a third-place start for this race, but can they turn it into a win? And it's the second Alfa Romeo there. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. The teams are ready to go. The drivers are ready and raring to go. It's the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Nice work. We need to get these tyres to last.
Did somebody spin out there? Let's take a look at the replay. Okay, here's the Ferrari. And there it is. That's where they spin out.
No!
And that was a bitter blow for the team. I think there's been a lock-up. Here's the replay. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. And there we see the crash. And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame. It's a collision. Let's take a closer look. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. Oh no! And there's the crash. Mark my words, there'll be questions asked about that later. there's been a crash. Sounds like a single car. We can take a look now. So this was the Aston Martin. There's the crash. There's been contact. Let's have a look. Now just take a look at the McLaren. And there's the hit. And it's crystal clear who was in the wrong there. The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly. Seems to have been a lock-up. Was that a crash? Multiple cars, I think. Let's see what happened there. Now just focus on the Haas. That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see. Who's that just crashed? Let's take a look at the replay. Now just focus on the Haas. Goodness me, that is a serious collision. We've just had a crash on the track. Here's the replay. Now just take a look at the McLaren. And there we see the crash. The team are devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there. There's been contact and several cars involved. Let's take a closer look. Alfa Romeo just moved up a place. Let's have a look. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. go, moving up a position. Just incredible manoeuvring. That was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted. Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place. A position gained for Alfa Romeo. It's a crash, and it's more than one car. We can take a look now. Advance the race position.
Box, box. Box, box.
win! Let's take a look at the replay. Okay, so there we have the Alpine. Look at that! They've spun their car. Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo just moved up a place. Here's the replay. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. And they get past, which moves them up a position. The team watching on and clearly loving that.
You're good to push. Last lap. That's it.
Let's take a closer look. It's all over. Alfa Romeo takes first place.
You can't say they didn't earn it. They put in an amazing performance today.
Fantastic work from the Alfa Romeo driver. A good outcome for Alfa Romeo today. The team have got to be pleased with this performance.
Yes, there's definitely cause for celebration here. This team can take anything that's thrown at them and come through even stronger.
At the end of the weekend, it's second place in the constructor standings for them.
For the next round, we're heading back to the heart of the UK. Get ready for a race to remember in Silverstone, the cradle of Formula One.